I'm gonna try to kiss my sister.
Yo, get him arrested immediately. Honestly, YouTube should have just deleted your account after that. For harmless pranks.
See, I find that pranks are all fun and games when they come in the form of harmless pranks.
Can I see your receipt?
But on the other side of that
okay, there's no reason why you need to report the fact that someone took your receipt. There's no way you're being a heckler over 2 Arizona gallons of tea. What do you need to save that receipt for? I'll be honest, besides returning items, does anyone know why people actually keep receipts?
we have prankless harms.
No, he's everything
If you're unsure what this video I'm showing you right now is, this is the killing my best friend prank.
That video single-handedly ruined that man's channel, but what is the prank in that? YouTube, by the way, that video was fake. Apparently, they said it was choreographed. I don't know if they were trying to save face or not, but the thought of saying, hey, man, let me prank someone by ending their family's life in GTA. That's crazy. That's absurd. What is the prank in that? Ha, you got scared. No, he's alive, bro. There's certain things you just shouldn't never play about.
I say prank, but take a look at this dude.
If this is not an act, then give that man an Oscar because this seems too natural to be fake.
Now let's see what the supervillain that orchestrated this has to say.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
Does that even sound normal to say as a script? Yeah, man. Let's see how us decapitating his whole family is gonna look to him.
I'ma say you took this one like a champ, really. Light work, no reaction. See, the problem with prank content is that it's stuck in this never-ending competition, you know, to do something new or to top the last prank that the people have seen. Now, don't mistake me for somebody that I am not. I have a love in my heart for prank content. It's damn near all I was watching as a kid. Right now, I'm on my intellectual arc, so let me share some wisdom with you. People find pranks funny because they play on surprise and incongruity, breaking expectations in harmless ways that trigger laughter. Key word there, harmless.
Yeah, so long as you're not actually hurting someone, whether it's in the form of like actual trauma or actually like touching them, then the prank is good, bro. I think the best pranks are the ones where it's kind of like they look dumbfounded, like, oh my God, like this really happened. Other than that, you're actually a dick. Don't do it.
Also, humans at our core, we're dead ass just evil, okay? We like to laugh at other people's misfortunes. And over time, pranks have done nothing but evolve, I think in mostly good ways. But even a lot of the pranks back then were kinda OD. Y'all remember this guy with the pansexual mother of 3 haircut? Yeah, this 2017 tall fishman having cut ass nigga. This is Prank Invasion. Yeah, he's best known for his kissing prank.
What up, invaders? Chris here. Alright, so today we're here at Venice Beach and we're gonna be kissing.
Anytime people say that content is more terrible now than it was back then, show them this. Because I'd honestly watch Baby Shark on repeat than watch this man's content. This man had all the elementary middle schoolers hooked on because all of his content was like kissing pranks. Like, this is the type of stuff you watch when you're down bad, but you know you're not old enough to get on any adult website.
Girls right in front of their boyfriends.
Okay. Just one question for you, gang. How is this a prank? I'm just struggling to see how, you know, going up to a stranger and kissing them falls under that classification.
Literally assault. This should deadass just get you arrested. You're mad that I just assaulted you by just giving you a smooch on the lips? Yo, you're doing too much. Let's calm down, all right? Literally just an invasion of privacy. It's nothing too crazy. Look at her, y'all. She's mad that I kissed her without consent. That's crazy. Obviously, these were all actors, but if you really think about it, this is just a weird concept to even make.
Just sounds a little sus to me. I guess it was working for him because he was pulling hella views and he was just, you know, rinsing and repeating this with just different versions. I think we lost this nigga at the sister edition, though.
I'm gonna try to kiss my sister.
Wow, we're not even talking about half sisters. You're talking about full-on blood to blood. Yo, get him arrested immediately. Honestly, YouTube should have just deleted your account after that.
I think at least most pranksters stopped faking their pranks after it became like a whole scandal. Personally, I didn't even find it deep, as long as I couldn't tell or it wasn't extremely obvious. Something that just never did it for me was all those channels that would prank their significant other like over and over again. Roman Atwood. You can only kill your kid so many times before I start believing your girlfriend's reaction. I blew up my kid is a classic.
50 million? Is this like the original Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast existed? I'm also thinking, how gullible do you have to be to believe that your husband blew up your kids? This had to be fake, right? If not fake, did she not at least look out for the cameras?
Prank though, I'll give it to you. But there was this other channel, Prank vs. Prank, and their whole thing was just boyfriend and girlfriend pranking each other over and over again. They did like 6 or 7 cheating pranks Bro, when you have a whole prank channel dedicated to you pranking each other.
Dude, they had so many views. I wonder if YouTube was paying back then as much as they're paying now. Because if that's the case, they made so much money off of that.
You're gonna live on edge like the whole time. So
I feel bad for people watching YouTube back then. Yeah, don't get me wrong. YouTube had its classics, but there's not a wide range of creators as there is now. Like if you don't like someone, you just have to stick with it because they're the only ones blowing up.
The third cheating prank. It's like, bro, your reaction is not going to be genuine.
What? 21 cars?
Like these two deadass used to just terrorize each other. Like this prank where he laces up food with a ghost pepper. I think we need to realize—
Oh, nah. Ghost pepper? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you pranking me by putting a one chip into like my burrito or something, that's something that I'm gonna fight over. If you're under the assumption that everyone can handle spice, you're an idiot. Especially when it's that hot.
just because the camera's on doesn't make something a prank. If you are genuinely just causing somebody harm, that is not a prank.
Literally.
And there was these two kids that decided to do a robbery prank. Or how did they go about this prank? Did they use like bananas instead of guns?
Oh yeah, okay, next time I'm gonna go into Chase Bank, I'm gonna put a water gun in their face and I'm gonna tell them, hey man, give me all the money you have or else everyone in here is gone. And I'm gonna be like, yo, you see the camera? Yo, it was just a prank, don't call the police. I don't know if I'm gonna get that far. Yes, I'm gonna do time behind bars, but like, they're not gonna be like, oh, there's a camera? Oh, you just tried to end my life? Oh, it's okay, it's just a prank.
No, these niggas use real knives. And this went as bad as possible. One kid was shot dead on the spot.
I'm sorry, what are you expecting? If someone is approaching me with a knife in their hand, fake or not, I can't even tell. But in this case, it's real. Bro, I would have done the same thing. Bro, if someone is lashing out on me with a real knife, bro, expect to get popped. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace though, for real. But broskito, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But you know what prank I really mess with? The screaming prank. This was revolutionary. This is what pranking needs. Because modern day pranking right now is just a whole lot of rage bait.
See, this is not even that bad. It's still harmless. You're not doing anything to him. He's obviously—
Or straight up just confusing people.
I really don't know.
He's obviously playing along if he didn't just snatch the chapstick from you.
I don't really know. Because it's gonna be like a 4-foot drop because I have a really expensive phone. I have a 14 Pro Max.
And the screaming prank was just another one of these. Until we introduced the twisted yet genius prospect of the backup screamer. See what the original prank was? You just have somebody scream in a Walmart or something and then you had to try and convince them that it was not you.
It wasn't me.
But the integration of the backup screamer, have somebody else take the fall. Genius. Simply just genius. Now just before I mentioned rage bait pranks, now there's a thin line with this one between harmless prank and prankless harm. Rage bait pranks been around forever, like the calling black people neighbor prank.
What's up, my neighbor?
Or the
It doesn't even sound like the N-word. That's how I know a lot of these videos were scripted, bro. This is 2 years ago. I thought we retired this about 12 years ago. Humor is different now. You don't gotta be going up to people and saying neighbor. Now you could just say 2 numbers and be the next viral sensation. Epic farting in the hood prank. Why do y'all love attaching in the hood to literally every type of prank? Is it like, oh, we're in the black hood, they're more likely to lash out on you, click it. It's just dumb.
farting in the hood prank, or the staring at people in the hood prank, pretty much anything in the hood. Black people are a content farm for pranksters. And why I say there's a thin line, because, you know, we obviously have pranks like staring at people in the hood. Because obviously you're not causing anyone harm, but you know how they're gonna react, you know? So when a petite white guy goes around in the hood saying, my neighbor, with the hottest ER you've ever heard, yeah, he's gonna get some reactions out of people. But when you get to putting your cheeks all up in people's faces...
Literally assault, by the way. Yo, if you're gonna prank someone, just don't touch them, bro. They don't know you.
Even if it's a real fart or not, that's a reasonable crash out. Oh, and there's this one guy on TikTok, right, that gets employees into the craziest positions and has them say some crazy shit.
Come in my ass.
I'm not gonna lie, you deserve to get pranked if you're doing stuff like this. There is no way you didn't recite that in your head and you were like, hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this. And on top of all of that, you got in that position. Did that not already raise some red flags to you? Weren't you just like, hey man, why am I as a grown man spreading my legs, having someone that I do not know tell me what to do?
I don't know how he'd be getting away with these. He just...
And then out of nowhere, you're locked in, looking at him like, bro, you're the one that spread your legs like that.
brain teasers and people do them. Like, I know it's not part of your job to be in this position when a customer asks.
Come in my butt, come in my...
You high-key did this to yourself.
Literally.
And also just being a public nuisance, I don't think that falls under the prankless harm category.
Yoo-hoo, it's a Labubu.
Joe, I love you so much. But what I mean by being a public nuisance, this guy Vitaly got arrested for unjust vexation, which is the crime of being annoying. And before the arrest, he was low-key on a different path too. Instead of terrorizing civilians, he focused his attention on predators. Now, what he was doing to him, and
I'm not gonna lie, any type of harm you do to a predator or any type of prank you do to a predator, I don't care. But just realize that a lot of the times it's gonna be hard to actually arrest them. Your case is not gonna build up well. So whether you want him to actually be arrested or you wanna harm him, choose one or the other. Whichever one you think is gonna be the better future for him.
like he can't even be mad about it. If your calling is terrorizing people, you know, these are not bad people to choose. Even Gideon did the same method. A running theory of mine is that people that make prank content genuinely find enjoyment in causing other people misery. And if they're getting backlash for doing it to random people, I mean, why not do it to people less deserving of human rights? It probably does get to a point though. This might be a little bit overdoing it.
Yeah.
It's debatable though. But
I still think they deserve to get punished, but bro, at the end of the day, we gotta get them behind bars. And when you're doing this, it kind of makes it hard for that to happen because the cops are gonna think, okay, this was all for theatrics. And I think the more important thing is we don't want these people touching kids. They gotta go to jail. So you gotta make that the mission.
and there's this other kid, Heston James, you've probably heard of him, who's facing 9 years in prison. They have this nigga on 13 charges because of some YouTube pranks. And what's funny is under a Fox News video reporting on this, it's like
Imagine trying to get 1 million subscribers and the only thing you get is 9 years in federal prison. That is one insane trade-off, bro. Never did I think chasing your dreams would be you behind bars.
bunch of middle-aged people just flaming this nigga. Diggler Duck said, influencer is just a euphemism for malignant narcissist. What does that even mean? First thing, dumbass, he's not an influencer, so fuck, everything you just said doesn't mean shit. This guy Arthur said, ban TikTok, arrest these clowns, make them pay restitutions to the companies they've affected.
Literally.
Shut the fuck up. Side boo you, bitch.
What do they think happens after a teenager pretends to be a mechanic at a shop? The whole business just goes into ruins? Maybe 10 minutes of their time was taken up. That's being generous too. And I'm not saying it doesn't affect these people at all. Obviously, this shit is probably annoying as hell. I'm just saying it's not that serious, okay? Multiple criminal charges over this. Who we should be
that's true. 9 years for what? I think what he did was cosplay as a mechanic, and then they got mad that they were disrupting the business. It was never that deep, unless they actually like affected some of the property.
prosecuting is them ass niggas from 2016 who dressed as killer clowns and terrorized the youth. In 2016, I was only a baby. But there was genuinely a stretch of time where I didn't feel comfortable going outside. Damn, I'm really out here being the prank police. But I deadass think a lot of quote-unquote pranks are just acts of terrorism. Okay, maybe I dragged that a little bit. Except for the fake bum prank. That one definitely fits. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what pranks are meant to be is tricking someone into getting a reaction that applies to a situation that isn't how it seems, you know what I mean? So if you were to say, oh look, there's a camera over there, they'll just be cool about it. And not genuinely bringing someone to a point where their veins are protruding out of their forehead. Shit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like with pranks, the person that's being pranked has to like look at the prank and be like, ha, that was funny, you know, hey, stop playing around with me. If you're getting the other person damn near insanely mad at you, looking like they just want to choke you out, then obviously it's not a good prank. Even though some people are more sensitive than others, I feel like pranks are supposed to be like joking around with people.
Yo, but deadass, I don't really care. I only comment on things because I can. I just get both sides of hate and love towards prank content. Because if this was me in this video and somebody just comes up to my shit and turns it off, yeah, I would be mad. But it is kind of funny though. But this prank here is high-key my favorite prank ever, just for this guy's reaction. This guy's just taking items out of this old guy's trolley and saying, oh, you don't own it yet because you haven't paid for it. And for some reason, this is his reaction.
Don't be a racist. Come on.
How am I being racist?
Because you're picking on a white guy.
I just wanted to.
On the basis not of skin color. So is picking on anyone just racism nowadays? Hey man, why'd you steal my bananas? You're picking on black people. Anyway, YouTube, let me know what pranks you thought were the worst type of pranks. Do you guys like pranks? Are pranks not what they are anymore? What are your favorite type of pranks? Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Happy Thanksgiving. Join us on Twitch. Check out the other channels in the description. Boxer for life. Love y'all.